Well, not on my part, no. I'm not sure. Now that you say that,
It's the world of darkness. This is the perfect place for Jinx to have her murderous sprees.
This is where she steps out to do those murder sprees.
Do 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 I see everybody in the game at the same time? Oh,
trying to investigate that would be fucking insane.
all right. Everyone's in the game now, right?
Yep. Yep.
So far,
Welcome back, everybody. We're doing the World of Darkness this week. Uh, I'm really good at taking notes in Jets game and doing it, but I keep forgetting to do that in this one. Um, so you get, so you wrapped up um, the investigation of who was stealing the good stuff out of the blood in the refrigerator, what the vampire needed to feed off of. You had tracked down out of the four people that he gave you for information, you had tracked down Sally, it was Hendishaw, and um, found a great granddaughter that looked an awful lot like her. Um, you went to their home under disguise of a uh, southern um, mortician who needed help identifying bodies. Um, you found her playing tennis with her coach, and she brought you in for some drinks and sit down and talk with you guys. And when you showed her the pictures, she threw up. Um, then Oz had said an address, and she went blank stare, got up, grabbed a business card that just had a time and a phone number on it, handed it, and then continued on with a conversation like nothing happened. And Oz mentioned the address again, and phew, you have two business cards with the same time. Uh, you guys were investigating um, one of the other gentlemen that was involved in this, and I think that led you to the warehouse at the docks for the club. Um, you went in and had a conversation with the gentleman that ran that, and found out that guy comes in there for like a Ponzi scheme. He's just trying to get money out of people. And you had a conversation with the other vampire, um, and she, I guess, somewhere down the line, she said takes a mage to find a mage, I guess. And as long as the person that gave you the business card was not hurt, she had no problem talking to you guys cordial and telling you that yes, she would stop that feud. Um, you went and got paid, and I believe after that you guys were going your own separate ways, and Oz had found out that there was um, a bunch of bones going to be delivered to him, and Xavier had found information on 15 people that had gone missing recently. Did I miss anything, or was that good enough?
I think that's it.
When we left off, it was Thursday around 11 a.m. You guys had said you were going to do downtime until something came up.
That sounds accurate.
For Oz, Thursday, probably closer to 4 o'clock, is when a van would show up from police station with several evidence bags, all bones, and they just don't know what to do with it. They don't know which parts go where because some got mixed together.
Okay, well, I suppose I will start the human jigsaw puzzle. Or multiple human jigsaw puzzles. I guess we'll see.
Does your ability allow you to jigsaw the puzzles together, or it just allows you to see the information?
No, that would be no, I mean literally. I mean, I'm literally going to start taking bones out one at a time and putting them on a slab until I get a full human skeleton. So I imagine that's some sort of medicine with a.
I would say medicine and intelligence, wits, your choice. Do you have any type of specialties in like jigsaw puzzles, or
My specialty is pathology when it comes to medicine.
I think unfortunately there is no pathology here.
No, I agree.
So under your dice pools, um, hit the extended, and whatever your dice pool is total, that's how many times you can roll that.
It's not letting me hit it. You didn't update the server by chance, did you?
Yes. Well, I updated. Crap.
I think the update might have broke some stuff because I can click the skill check and I can click execute, but if I try to click road action extended, any of that doesn't work.
That happened to me at the end of the last session. Those check marks wouldn't check.
I'm seeing if maybe the check marks are invisible.
Yes, the check marks are invisible because they're all checked.
Huh.
So I guess recheck them all, and then just
And
hit
then
the
check
roll.
extended.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 5 successes on that first one. That's 4 successes. Seven. 10. $16. How many is that? One.
It says 5
Okay.
out of 6 on the bottom.
Oh, that
With
is
19
okay.
successes.
Oh, it just. Oh, I see. So it tallies it from the. Okay.
Yep.
Got it. That's cool.
Yeah, that's the good thing
23
about the extended roll. It does give the total and how many rolls you have done. So with the intricacies of this, I would say, every 10 gets you a body. So you are going to be there a long time.
Yep. But unfortunately, this is how they teach you in med school to do this.
So I would say it'd be an hour roll. So
Yep.
after you get the 2 bodies set aside, what do you want to do with those? Go to the next bodies? Are you just going to get them all separated first and then go into it, or?
I think I'll get them all separated first.
And you're doing this all by yourself, so feel free to roll another 6 rolls, and we will go over to somebody else to see what they're doing.
Yep.
Xavier or Finn, was there anything in this time between Thursday and Monday that you wanted to do particular, or?
I don't think so. I don't have much I'm focused on.
Anything for Finn?
And I probably just spend time working on his arm. Like basically making, he's probably just still just making gears and fitting things inside other things and ordering brass and whatever it is that you actually make the inner workings of a clock and just yeah, just kind of building. He's probably like on like done the elbow and all that, or actually I think I have an elbow. So he's done like most of I think like the main like forearm kind of thing going on, but the hand obviously it's gonna get all crazy because that's all the different motions of a hand is just insane. Yeah, so probably just music and just slowly working.
So did you want to do some crafts rolls to see how far you can get on that?
I can do some crafts rolls. Do 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 do.
And if you're working your the arm still, you could use intelligence or wits and crafts. But like you say with the hand, maybe that would be more a dexterity in crafts, where you're trying to get the finer details in there for the movement. So it depends on which part you are working on at this time for your roll.
So dexterity, crafts, and I think I have clockwork as my specialty in crafts, so that'll give me a plus.
So you can roll that 5 more times.
Nothing like that one. Okay. I wonder. No. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Is that it, or do I need one more?
Looks like 3 more.
3 more. Ooh, nice 0. Like a good 0, baby.
The dice are hating you today.
They are. I did get a 4, though. It can't be bad. But yes, they did not like me. I imagine there's some pieces on the floor. May, may, maybe that I'm pretty sure I have like a softwood bench, and I can imagine like like small gears like just like chucked into the back of it, like just like ninja stars when I fuck up shit. Beep.
You wound something a little bit too tight and boom.
Yeah, that, or just like you know you messed up the tooth and it ain't gonna work. Just fucking, oh yeah, that's done. I can imagine that too. Yeah, shit just breaking loose.
But it's a work in progress. I'll mark that down. Um, and other than that, you're good with using that as your downtime and going into until we get to Monday.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's kind of like he's kind of just digging into that for a while.
Oz, with your rolls, it looks like you consistently are doing one body every 3 hours. So if you want to just use that as math. How many hours are you putting in a day for this?
Sorry,
You
let me.
did, Jet.
Yeah. Unless there's something more important that happens, he'd probably just spend the entire time.
And you don't sleep or?
I mean, I do, but if I need to stay up, I can stay up for a while.
How many hours are you planning on putting in from Thursday when you get this at 4 until you get Friday,
We'll
Saturday,
say,
Sunday?
like I said, if nothing important comes in, we'll say 9 hours a day.
And that's all you're doing on that.
For now, yeah, until I get all the bodies slash assorted bodies. Because the problem with these puzzles is you always have extra parts.
So you have successfully gotten 12 out of the 50. Um, Sorted out.
A regular meat puzzle. Or bone jigsaw puzzle, actually, in this case.
Uh, oh, 7 o'clock Monday morning. Oz and Finn uh, uh, would find an envelope uh, in their possession, on a desk or something. Like you come around a corner and there it is. With the logo that Henry uses.
I guess I will look at the envelope. Or read the contents of said envelope.
Um, he would say, thank you for your work you've done so far. There has been some disturbing phenomenon which has been going on over the weekend. Uh, Dozens of people across the city have reported hearing low electrical hums, um, and uh, in one of the suburbs, there's been reports of shadowy figures, and three of the people that had reported these hearing the low electrical hums have gone missing. If you could look into this.
Huh. Interesting. Oz will pick up a book that's like on the front desk and just slide this piece of paper underneath it and then just go back to putting together his meat puzzles because in his mind, civilian job that hides his identity as a mage is more important. It's kind of categorized as a he'll get to it when he gets to it.
Yeah.
When I guess is when I find my letter, I'll open mine.
The same exact thing.
I'll find out what Oz is doing. Hey, what you doing?
Oz doesn't answer the phone. when you have 50 bodies worth of bones. You don't have time for anybody else. And it's probably about this time that Oz is grumbling that he needs an assistant.
Did you
You had an assistant. You shoot him away.
I can't do anything with ghosts, damn it, other than hurt them. It's not till like fucking 4 or 5 that I can enslave ghosts. And that's like a long ways away because I think I need like Gnosis 6 or 7 in order to actually learn 4. Oh, I guess I can learn now. Still, that's yet another like 5 experience away.
So what were you going to do next, Finn?
I sent you a message in the chat.
Oh, sorry.
You know, you're fine. I just sent
Yeah.
it.
So you make it there. While this is going on, is Xavier just doing his bookstore stuff? Or was there anything he was going to do Monday morning?
No, I think he's just working at the store.
Finn would make it to Oz's place.
I just try to figure out what's going on.
As you go in, you would see like uh, evidence bag after evidence bag after evidence bag, and it's all bones, bones, bones.
Making a stew or something? Donating this to maybe the. Wow, you have a lot of bones.
Yeah. He's carefully like putting together a finger bone with another finger bone.
Those don't go together. That's definitely the finger of a Caucasian male, and that I think is an African female's. That's definitely not going to go together.
He's too absorbed in what he's doing to actually pay attention to what you're saying.
I'm seeing this. I actually will become meticulous, which is my shadow name, my whatever, and this is my wheelhouse, and I like two people putting together a fucking puzzle. I'm just gonna start helping him. I'm like, this is what the hell, yeah. I'm just gonna start like I'm gonna like set shit down, and I'm just gonna kind of start like going through bags, like sorting things. Like, no, this is female, you know. And I do have I think a rote spell that might actually help. Zoom in. No, it's a praxis. What's a praxis? I always forget what a praxis.
I think that means you get an exceptional on 3.
Yes.
I gotta cast a spell again. Yeah. Way too far. Praxis gain exceptional success, done 3 spellcasting roll successes. Character gains free reach according to dots in the spell's highest arcana. Oh, what's the spell's arcana? Forces, and I think my forces is 2. Uh, 2. Dodge using a spell. Yeah, you can have somebody else while I mess around with this real quick.
Xavier, it looks like those two are bound into puzzles. Other than, was there anything particular you wanted to do in the bookstore, or?
Uh, sorry.
You did have those 15 people you found that went missing last time.
Yeah. I'll start looking up like next of kin, see if I can find any more information about the missing people.
So would you be using like investigation or a computer for this?
Uh, a computer if I can.
So intelligence and computer, and you can do that an extended roll. Do you have any specialty for that?
Hacking, but I'm not sure that would apply to this.
Looking up people and next to kin and stuff, I think probably not. If you were deep diving a little bit deeper, then probably, but
Then I'll say no for this one. Four successes.
so you can do 6 more rolls to the total of 7 rolls for that.
Another 4. Oh no, just 4. Wow, didn't get any on that. 5, 6, 7. 18 total.
Um, so you were looking into next to kin and what else?
Anything that might connect them. Like places that they frequent, the jobs they work, something like that.
Um, a lot of it is sporadic. Um, seemed like uh, four of them were last seen in a park. Uh, seven went out for a car ride, never came back. Um, uh, one of the next of kins would tell you that they were throwing a party and they went out to get some drugs and they never came back. Um, and three of them uh, went to work in the suburb of Merrifield and never came back.
So no pattern.
You have perfect memory, right?
Yeah.
The day the four went missing in the park was the same day that you guys were investigating the Pure in the park. Same park.
If I'm remembering correctly, there were a bunch of civilians there, but they all scattered at one point before anything was done to them, as far as we knew.
Correct. I don't remember which one of you. It might have been some. I don't know if it was you, but one of you guys did see like a dire wolf coming through all bloody.
Oh yes, we contacted a local Forsaken pack, and they came.
Yeah.
I think it was Oz who got separated from us, wasn't it?
Correct.
Sounds like him.
My ass was sticking out of a bush apparently, or from behind a tree, whatever it was.
That was a different park. That was when you were threatening someone. The gang. The park incident was when you kept turning their food sour.
Yes, sour.
Okay.
Did you want to see if you could deep dive into that, maybe? Do any further,
So
or were you going to go a different route?
there were three people who were in Marrowfield who disappeared.
They worked in. worked in Merrifield, and they never came home.
Okay, I'm going, and all four disappeared on the same day in the park.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna look into that. I'm thinking these might be separate incidents rather than one connected one. The one who's looking for drugs, did I get any kind of location on there? Is it like one of the gang territories?
Yes. The Uptown Clowns area.
Let's focus on the park. I'm gonna try to contact the werewolf clan that we contacted before. See if they know anything about those.
Going back to act number 3. Let me see. Jack Stone. So you're calling him or texting him or
Uh, I'll text him asking if we can speak.
the response would be yes, when and where.
Uh, uh, maybe this afternoon, like a coffee shop near the park.
I'll be there. Finn, did you find your proxy?
I think I did. I think it's so Genosis plus your highest spell or whatever. It's kind of what you roll. And then all the other stuff, right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh. And I used 2 reach when I had 1. So I think that is a. I think that doesn't give like a paradox or something.
Yeah. I will have to roll those first, but because it can give you negatives. But you're good. You're good. What does this praxis do?
It's just like basically I have like microscope eyes. It's called zoom in. Basically, where's my description? But yeah, it basically allows me to fucking zoom in and use my eyes. So I'm just using it to kind of help me like determine, what bones kind of belong to
All right.
each.
So with that help, Oz, you'll double the amount of bodies in the time.
Mage focuses light, entering the subject's senses, really magnifying vision. Well, the unveiling spell, like night vision, the spell can only affect visible wavelengths. I ain't worried about this one though. If the character magnifies vision to focus on small scale occurrences, the storyteller may call for intelligence with science rules to make sense of what she's seeing. Yeah.
Very cool. I'm sure Oz appreciates the help. Xavier, was there anything you wanted to do before you headed to your meet and greet?
I don't think so.
Okay. If we'll fast forward time to meeting at the coffee place. As you pull up to the coffee place, there is uh, do a perception as you get there to look around, unless you were going to try and figure out who he is a different way.
No. We have 9 again on this.
It's actually pretty busy in here at this time. People coming and going, a lot of stuff going on. Um, so you can't pin down um, which one is Jack Stone.
Mm. Uh, I'll text him.
Uh, when you text, there'll be a gentleman over on the side stands up and goes, "Yo!"
I'll go over to him.
He's sitting at a table. There's a round table. There's two other gentlemen with him and an empty chair. And he comes, reaches out for a handshake and motions for you to sit.
I'll shake his hand and have a seat. Uh,
He's got a
Thank you for
sturdy
meeting me.
handshake.
Thank you for meeting me.
Yeah, no worries. Appreciate the information last time. Although
Yes.
two of our uh, associates got fucked up, but that's on them.
Sorry to hear that. Uh, I've been looking into some disappearances among mortals. Unusual. There was an unusual high number of disappearances in the city in the last month. I noted that 4 of them took place in that same park on the same day that uh, the incident happened.
When you say that, um, they the two gentlemen that are with him give like this half grin, and Seth notices this, and he fucking smacks him because what the fuck did you guys do? And they're like, well, I don't think we can say that here.
Regardless of the circumstances, you can account for the 4 disappearances.
One guy holds up two fingers, and one guy holds up one finger. and you see Jack
Mm.
Bush fucking shake his head, and then fucking hits both of them in the back of the fucking head hard.
Was there anyone else from your clan present at the time?
Yeah, Will and Matt, but we don't talk to them anymore. They they have how do I say? Eh. And you could swear his like eyes go like yellow. They went pure.
Uh, uh, well, it seems that these disappearances aren't involved in the case that I'm investigating. But thank you for your time. Uh, I'll leave you to your internal matters if
You
you
got
don't need anything.
names on those 15?
Oh, yes, I'll pull it up. I probably have it on my phone.
He'll take a snapshot of that, and he looks at the other two and says, "Go fucking figure it out." And they get up and they leave like their drinks and everything, and they just fucking they walk out half, and then as soon as they get outside, they start running.
Okay.
He goes, you think you think raising them with a fucking firm hand will do it, but sometimes kids will be fucking kids. And he doesn't look any older than the other two.
Oh, I understand what it is to struggle against one's nature.
It is harder than most think. I appreciate that you understand that. And he puts out his hand and says, hopefully they can come back with something. If they do, I will let you know.
I'll hand him a business card and say, if you ever need anything in the future, and I'll shake his hand.
Have a good day.
Thanks. You too.
Thank you. Uh, when you leave, were you going anywhere, Xavier, or?
Uh, I believe I sent the missing persons list to Oz. I will tell him you can scratch off those 4 names as irrelevant.
He gets that thumbs up emoji back.
Oh, you will text back, but you won't pick up the phone when someone calls you.
It is a lot quicker to text than it is to call, especially when Finn is involved. Getting him off the phone is the half the battle.
uh, I got distracted. Xavier, was there anything after that?
Uh, I don't think so. If I'm still waiting on them to contact me, I'll probably look for the 3 that went missing in Marrowfield.
Okay.
See, when you read your abilities, you get a you roll a 3 on your praxis.
That's
It's,
how it works, right?
yeah.
How did you want to go about the Marrowfield? It is a suburb. Uh, uh, it is south of Wormchester. Wormchester. Were you just gonna go there and scout around?
Uh, these people who've disappeared, do they live in Marrowfield and work in the city, or
They lived in Wormchester and worked in Marrowfield.
a bit odd? Uh, though actually, I do that. I live in New York City and I work in Nassau. Uh, I assume they work at different places.
Yes.
I'm going to pick one and I'm going to try to trace their commute.
Roger. I think this would be a wits and streetwise. Getting ready for you to download the Matrix. That's all I picture when you use that embed. I need to know how to fly a helicopter.
I only have one in Streetwise, so I'll use download knowledge. Right, so I get 2 in Streetwise then. Four successes.
Yeah, so, using your phone and figuring, this and that, you pretty much got the path that they're going to go. And so you start going on that. Pretty much when you're just about ready to leave Wormchester, uh, you get a response um, from that alpha again. Where are you now?
I'll tell him where I am.
He says, "Give me 20 minutes."
Okay, I'll wait for him.
Uh, and you're like a lot further than that away from where you were. As you're waiting, right about 20 minutes, like you hear a trash can get knocked over in the alley behind near you, and you see him coming out of it. So the top three are the ones from Merrifield. He doesn't know anything about those, but the other ones, he tells you they were all cover up some werewolves kills. You know, he'd be like, this one uh, killed when the werewolf, drug bygone bad. This one saw a werewolf get changed, killed. Saw a werewolf get changed, get killed. Gets, boom, 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 boom. You know, uh, two werewolves were fighting, and they knocked a car off a bridge, and that one died. And this one was a passenger, and then these are the park ones.
Okay. Well, thank you for the information. I was actually just looking into the marrow field deaths.
Yeah, those weren't cover-ups from us, so I don't know. I figured, you know, information goes both ways. You helped us out, we help you out. Have a good one.
You too.
And then he takes off. As you are tracking this thing, is there anything you are looking out for particular, or?
Uh, I'm not sure. Just anything that might stand out.
So roll perception. As you trace this route, you don't come across nothing. Nothing sticks out. Um, you pass in stores, alleys. Nothing unusual. There's subway entrance, people going back and forth. Eventually, you make it to the place of business. Seems like everything's going about normal there.
I want to try comparing the other two commutes and see if like all three overlap in any area.
So Wits Streetwise or Wits computer if you're using it on your phone to the maps.
3 successes.
There is one street that they all took for a certain amount of time to get to their work in Wormchester. South Ave.
I'll head down there.
This is a little bit more of a rundown area. Looks like they were all using this as a shortcut, you know. There is uh, two rundown apartment places that don't look like they look like they're abandoned. Uh, there is an old like gas station which is no longer up to date, so it's derelict. There is a warehouse that looks condemned, and a uh, looks like an old station that used to be used for um, converting power, but it looks like it is run down also.
Before going further, I'm going to text my location to Finn so that he knows where I am and that I'm investigating some disappearances.
I don't want to be in the next. I don't want to be number 16.
Uh,
I'll verify that I received it, and I'll have my phone propped up, like, okay, just in case. I'll also text back victimology. Remember, who they were is important in how they died.
Thanks. Uh, well, most obvious suspicious one, probably the warehouse. I'm gonna try and get a better look at that.
And how would you want to do that?
Uh, are there any ground level windows?
As you are on the street side, you look, you would see on the right side, there's like two, looks like where you would back a tractor trailer up to. It kind of goes down, the ramp goes down, and so like technically it's still at ground level, but the trailer goes, you know, 3 feet down so that it can be level with the door. Um, so if you hopped up on that, there's like a couple little like tinted windows. Um, Other than that, it kind of looks like the windows are probably 10 feet off the ground. And you do see there are two doors on your side. One between the two garage doors for the trucks, no windows, and then one kind of like in the middle of the front, but no window. Kind of looks like uh, one of those thick security doors.
I'll try looking through the loading bay window you mentioned.
So easily to go over there and hop up on that little ramp. You want to roll a perception? As you go up there and you go to wipe it off, like it pretty much just pops out. Easy to see in there. Uh, there is looks like there's a hole in the roof where light is coming through. Looks like there are windows like along the left and the right side, roughly about the 10 feet high also. You see dust, debris. Um, doesn't look like it's been lived in. Um, there is like empty racks where they used to have like cargo 15, 20 feet, stacked up high. Um, you see like four rundown machines used to move crates around.
Mhm. So it doesn't look like anyone's doing anything there. Uh, oh, they were driving to work. Maybe they stopped for gas. I'll check the gas station.
When you head for the gas station, the price looks like this gas station has not been operational for like 5 years, because you remember the prices for gas was what they're offering 5 years ago. So, but when you do approach this one, uh, they've got lower windows, easy to look in. Um, did you want to do another perception here or a different type of roll?
I'll just do perception. Good luck.
It looks like someone had uh, punched a hole in like the front glass window to jimmy the lock. It has been patched up with like a rag and duct tape, and you can see inside there's like uh, three makeshift tents and stuff used as sleeping bags. You can see like open cans of food.
Nothing sinister about a homeless camp, as I can tell.
Pretty much, yeah, homeless camp.
Uh, what else did you mention? You said something about a power converter?
Yeah, it looks like a big or looks like a one-story building. Um, it has those big power converter like stations out back that are used to transfer or help get power from one place to another. But this is like graffitied as much as the other places. You know, there's dumpsters, everything's.
I walked past the power converter, trying to be casual, the building. Uh, and I'm going to use my etheric sense to detect any angels, devils, infrastructure.
Is this a contested thing?
Uh, let me see. Like, shoot.
Do you know what page it's on?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no, no worries. I was trying to find stuff on this earlier, and it is a book to look through. It's 400 fucking pages.
It's not called etheric sense. Oh, ether sense. Okay. By sending a demon can feel out ether in an area. Page 184.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. If they are undercover, what do I fuck? What is the fucking roll off?
I don't think there is a roll off. I think if they're shielded, then
It's,
it fails, and if they're revealed, then it succeeds.
that's horrible.
Yeah.
Because the description it says if an angel just spent aether, you can figure it out. But if he didn't just spend aether, but if something is infrastructure, you find out.
Unless they've taken steps to shield it.
Okay, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Is it a roll?
I guess there isn't a roll. It's just you fucking you spend your thing and you get it, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because was it causes succeeding on a compromised roll optional? Oh, that's glitches. Oh, so what is your premium?
1.
As you are sending out your vibes to find out, are you doing anything else?
Uh, I'm keeping an eye out for anything that might catch my attention, but other than that,
Okay, roll perception. Um, 5 yards. Um, you don't sense anything in 5 yards, and you don't see anything unusual.
alright. Do I notice any like windows or the points of entry?
I have. Be right back. 1 second. Sorry. So as you look at the front of this place, uh, it looks like it's got two glass uh, doors, the full glass panel doors, and to the left, about the same as the warehouse, about 10 feet off, you see a row of windows.
What is it, 10 feet off the ground? I'm going to try the door then.
As you go up, the door is locked.
I'm going to use download knowledge again to up my subterfuge and then try to pick the lock.
Okay.
Oh wait, am I in plain view of the street?
Yes. Just not too busy right now.
All right. Roll download knowledge. Did it not roll?
I see 3.
Oh, it didn't come up for me. Uh, my subterfuge goes up to 3. What would it be for picking lock? Subterfuge and dexterity?
A larceny index.
Oh, larceny.
Yep. Sorry.
Oh. Uh, Again, I'm not seeing my own roll.
You got 1 success. So as you're up to these glass windows, you pick the lock.
I'll crack open the door, take a look inside, stealthily.
Okay, Dex and stealth. Six, exceptional. Roll perception as you open the door. You you don't hear anything going on, but you can see there's wires. There's um, it looks like this place has been like abandoned for quite a few years. You step in. Um, looks like there's a main hallway in front of you. Uh, you get around like a bookcase, and to the left, it looks like an entrance lobby, and this is where you saw uh, the windows. Um, in the center of this lobby, there looks to be like some sort of like wire mass put together, and you can see it like sparking. On your right, uh, looks like there's a couple sliding doors to some sort of office. The hallway continues down in front of you.
I'm going to take a look at that mass of wires you mentioned.
Looks like there's some circuit boards in there. Um, it looks haphazardly put together. Um, there seems to be like several loose wires on the top, and you can see like they kind of like zap, and then the wire gets moved around and zaps to another wire, and that gets moved around.
Uh, can I? Do I understand what this is?
What type of roll would you like to figure this
Uh, investigation?
out? Okay.
Intelligence, wits.
It would be wits to try and figure out. Intelligence is what you know, and wits is trying to figure stuff out. You know, as you're like, you can see like 8 power plugs, and none of them are plugged in. It doesn't look like this thing's plugged into anything, but somehow there is electricity zapping out of this thing.
Mhm. Does this building have a sprinkler system by any chance?
Yes.
I'm gonna see if I can douse this thing with water.
So you're gonna set off the sprinkler alarm, or
Uh, if it's still working, yeah.
roll intelligence and occult for me. Uh, as you set off the sprinklers, uh, it seems to spark. Um, and after a little bit, like the sparks stop dying down and the wires stop moving. As the sprinklers everywhere around you that you can see, the sprinklers are um, and you see like these like blinding lights. When like a fire alarm's pulled or a sprinkler gets activated, these lights go off, like, kind of like strobe lights.
Okay, I'm going to get out of here.
As you go back to the door and you look, because you could see further down the hallway, you notice that the sprinkler doesn't look like all the sprinklers went off, but all the sprinklers in the front, probably one, two, three, four, five, like 6 rooms, you heard going off, and then you're gonna leave. Um, do you do anything with the door, or you just go?
Uh, I'll just go.
Where do you go?
I forgot the reason I came here was to find out what happened to the people. Actually, I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna check for signs of the people who disappeared. I'll start searching the building quickly because if this thing's going off, it may have already alerted the fire department.
All right. So you went back outside, and then you realize, and you're gonna come back in. As you come back in, the sprinklers are off, and that thing over in the corner is sparking. The
Actually, in that case, I am.
flashing lights
I
are
am.
not on.
Seeing that, I am going to leave, and I'm going to contact the others.
Okay. How far do you go?
Uh, Probably a few blocks when the neighborhood starts picking up again. Not
Okay.
the slum area.
Go ahead and give them a call. Let them know what you wanted to say.
I'll text Finn. I found. I'll do my best to describe what it was I found. The mass of wires and circuitry that seems to move and spark on its own.
Hmm. Like living machinery. Interesting. Um, I will inform Oz. And like, do you need us there? Or...
When you get about a block
Uh,
away, like, you know how, like, when you go in different elevations, your ears get blocked? Like, you feel like there's pressure in your ears, and like when you go to clear them, you're like, oh, the humming's gone.
it's one of those things you don't notice until it stops, kind of thing.
Yes.
I'll also mention the weird humming in the ears.
Sorry, I interrupted you, Finn.
I've
No,
had
you're
enough
good.
bodies.
You had enough.
Maybe we should go see if he could use some assistance.
Yeah. Um, get you out of here. You look like you've been in here way too long.
Like in 4 days.
Hmm.
That's 12, and then you doubled it, so that's uh 3 plus times 2 is 6. So there's 8. That's 18 out of 50.
50? You have 50. Oh my god. Yeah, you
Unless I
definitely.
misunderstood what the DM said. I think he said 50 bags.
Oh, there's a lot more than 50 bags because there are some bags that only have a couple bones.
Bodies is what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Before I leave, I'm gonna look at Finn and say, "Give me a second," and I'm gonna go to the front and make a phone call to the local paper and put in a classified ad for an assistant. Must have medical experience, and must have a willingness to learn the art of morticianing. Because god damn it, this is grunt work. He was excited for the first 2 days. After the first 2 days, he was kind of over this. This is the kind of shit you hire minions for. I'll also put an internet ad out. Basically the same thing.
Okay.
Oh, and I will take out one of my fancy pieces of paper and address to Henry to see if he has any up and coming apprentice level like mages who want to learn and would be willing to work in a mortuary. And as we're out the door, I'll put that in my mailbox.
Okay.
I will find one by the end of the day, Finn. I promise you.
Xavier, while you're waiting, you hear a fire truck show up or pull down the street.
If I'm still in the area, I'll observe them from a distance.
Okay. Roll like perception, or if you're trying to be stealthy while doing this, I think this would be a dex stealth. Well, no. If you're trying to be stealthy, it would be I'd say composure and stealth. All right. So you watch the fire truck pull up. Um, they do the little checkout first. You see a couple people. Um, you see three people get off the truck. Um, go in the front door. You see a couple other people getting hoses ready. Trying to find the local fire hydrant and setting up. 17 minutes later, you're still waiting for those guys to show up. The guys on the truck are setting up hoses and everything. Uh, you see three guys get off the truck, go to the door, open the doors, go inside to go check stuff out. I'd say a couple minutes goes by, and then this is when Oz and Finn would show up.
Hello. I found apparently most of those disappearances I mentioned to you were werewolf-related cover-ups, but there were three here in Marrow Marrowfield. That I couldn't find explanations for, and I believe it's connected to that building over there.
As you guys look over, you see the situation. You see four firefighters setting up hoses. They've got them all set up now. They seem to be putting gear aside. You see three guys get off the truck, go open the doors, and go inside.
That's the third time that they've gone into that building.
Um, That's the third time you've seen, and you're like, that's the third time I've seen those three do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And you've never seen them come out.
Yeah. This is some sort of illusion, I believe.
Illusion, or it sounds like time fuckery. It could be one of those two.
I attempted to short out the electrical mass that I found in there, but well, the water just, like you said, it's like time reversed.
And as you're thinking of that now, Xavier, you're like, I was in there probably like 15 minutes, and then I came back out. And then when I went back in, everything was reset. Okay.
Oh joy!
Oz and Finn, roll a perception.
What's composure?
Sure.
Mm-mm. Do, 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 do.
Sorry, I'm on the wrong tab. It's composure. One moment. I think I need to reload my game.
So Oz had gotten 4 and Finn got 1. Finn, you're looking around. You see, the firefighter set up, and every now and then you catch like uh, through one of those windows to the left, you see sparks. Oz with 4. You catch a bird. You see a bird on top of the building, and then it looks like it's feeding a baby, and then it flies around, and then like mid-flight, it disappears, and it's back feeding its baby.
The fuck?
And with 4, you have this static, this hum in your ears. It's getting louder and louder.
That's annoying. I'm hearing that hum you mentioned.
Oh, Xavier, you didn't roll perception when you came back up here. Could you roll another perception? As you guys are sitting here talking, um, you see one of the firefighters that is setting up the hoses and stuff. looks is working around the fire truck, and all of a sudden that person disappears. And with you guys figuring there's a time loop, when the time loop resets itself, that person does not reappear.
Money. Oh, that's strange.
When I was scouting out the building, did I notice a back door?
Um, it looks like on the right side of the building there was a security door, like maybe like a secondary emergency exit type thing. Um, but other than that, there was only the windows in the front and on the left, and then that security door. Nope, I will stand corrected. On the left, it looks like a tree fell over, and there is a hole in the side.
No. You try to sneak in through a breach.
Sure.
I suspect this may be some infrastructure placed in place by the God Machine. And I'm willing to bet there is a component of it that's controlling this time loop. If we can find that, I think we might be able to bring it down.
Okay.
I'll lead them towards the breach on the left side.
So the left side would be the top of the map. As you go around, there's a fence, uh, and then when you get near the back, where number 3 of the break room is, there's like a tree that had fallen down.
Uh, I don't see an actual map yet.
Is it all black?
It's gray with some sort of fog moving over it.
Uh, is it require your token? Like I dropped your token there. Does that make a difference?
No.
Is it the same for you other guys?
I had to step away from my dog. I'll take a chicken look right here. Quick.
I can't even get in your game.
Shit, you haven't been back?
Nope. I've just been trusting every word you said.
Yeah, nah, same thing for me. It looks like clouds. Looks like really nice clouds, too. Kind of.
Did this help? Like I changed it to a different this scene. Are you still just seeing the gray? No map.
Still loading for me.
So for me, it stopped loading at 96. Lost connection.
Okay, Graham. Good job. You broke it.
Oh yeah, I broke everything. I updated to the newest foundry. Well, last time we played, we were having this issue, so I'm like, well, maybe if I update everything.
Yeah, one would think.
Oh, what version of Foundry are you on?
The newest one.
I don't even know what to do.
14 something, I'm guessing.
Oh, they're already. Oh, you're already on
No,
14.
13 something.
I know I'm on 13.5.1. I think right now.
Yeah, 13.5.1. 13.3.5.1.
Yeah, 3.5.1. My bad. 13 is supposed to have that multi-layer map thing or something.
Never mind the stuff on the right side or the stuff on the bottom. You guys come in number 3 on the break room. I had this map all set up, and then I had it covered so you guys wouldn't see the other sides.
I see nothing. I don't know. I'm not.
It's weird because when they did it, they put the basement, like it looks like it's connected to the first floor, but the basement is technically on the staircase underneath. So that line that goes, below the break room to the right, that doesn't go that way.
Gotcha.
Um, so you guys are going in the opening there on number 3.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
As you go in, Oz, you hear over the radio, uh, fire truck 57 just arrived on scene, going in to check it out.
All right, truck 57.
A lot of static, a lot of zzz, and a lot of humming in your ears. And you see this room is pretty much trashed. Uh, there's a set of doors on the far wall. You can see some wires hanging down on the kind of like to the right of where you came in. Looks like there was a light there or something. Um, the light is like disconnected, but it's still on, and you see like the wires are broken, but they're like sparking between it. If you guys move through this room, you open the doors. Um, Pretty much just like a hallway. You're kind of like at the end of the hallway. It'll go to your right. Uh, as you're looking down that way towards server room A, you see like you see the server room B. The doors are open there, and you can just see lights flickering and sparks coming out of there. Um, you see 2 doors on your right, which would be like where it says maintenance bay. You can see like sparks coming from behind those doors. Uh, where do you guys go?
Where did I see the initial one that I saw?
That would be all the way at the end of the hallway, where it says number 1, the entrance lobby. Number
Okay.
5 is where you came in the double doors, the wiring hallway.
So to our direct right is a massive amount of electricity that's like blocking the way. Is that what I am to assume?
Uh, because how this map was made, technically where you are the break room, that's supposed to be a
Okay.
wall there. It's just uh, the thing that designed it didn't put a wall there. So there should be a wall from straight in front of you, then that connects to the server room. So pretty much you have one. You have when you come out, you can go to the right, which would bring you to heading towards 6 server room or the elevators down.
Sorry, I was actually orienting myself as my character. When I meant right, I meant if I went right out of the room, I'd be going towards the doors we came in at the wiring hall.
Yeah. Stage left.
Yeah, so stage left.
You know me. I get my lefts and rights mixed up anyways. So when you come out of the break room, if you head, pretty much the only way to go is towards number 6.
Okay.
Because you're at that end of the hallway.
All right, then that is the direction I'm gonna mosey on to.
As you guys move down that way, um, you can see like workstations with like lights on. Um, once you get past the server room, with the light sparking in there, the maintenance bay with lights sparking out of there, uh, you can see stairs that go down or an elevator. Uh, and you hear the muffled screams of firefighters that sound like they've been entangled by wires.
Oh Lord.
But it's
I
okay.
want to
You know, in 16 minutes they'll be free and they'll be coming back in.
I want to kind of like while we're kind of standing here in this hallway and everything. I want to look at like where there's like a kind of like a sparks that are jumping like like pretty far across wires or whatever. And I just want to use my magical ability that I still have for the day, and I want to kind of zoom in on it and see if it looks like strange in some way, or is it just really just electricity?
Have you ever seen Gremlins 2?
Oh, you're kidding me. The phone.
You know how the
I,
guy
I,
turned into that little lightning bolt?
I have little there's little phone gremlins. You're telling me there's little lightning gremlins. Yeah, the guy that had they
Yep.
trapped him in the phone system. Oh, really? So there's actually looks like little beings and shit.
Yeah, zapping back and forth.
I will notify those. I'll notify like you're fucking kidding me. And yeah, there's yeah, that's not
That's not
just
good.
normal electricity. They're actual beings jumping.
That
Oh
sounds like some
God.
Fey bullshit, if I've ever heard it.
I point at with my missing hand. I point at fucking. I always forget your name. I want to say Oz, but it's not. I know you're Oz. I'm the other one. Xavier.
Savior?
Yeah, Xavier. I was like, hey, Xavier did it. It's his fault. And of course, obviously, what's going on, man? You this seems you said this is something like you're connected to Xavier. What? Wow, I didn't realize. Wow, lame. That's crazy. What else can your machines or whatever you say, whatever the God machine, can just do anything?
If it builds the infrastructure for it, yeah. I'm gonna head towards the screaming firefighters.
as you get as you pass the elevator, um, this is kind of like where the water stopped when you were there. Um, and you can see uh, three firefighters. Looks like the wires have tangled around them, and then looks like the wires just going. Zzz, zzz, zzz.
Uh, they bring a fireman's axe in with them.
Yes, there's one on the ground.
I'm gonna try and pick it up and smash the core of what's tangling them up.
Strength and weapon.
Would I have time to download knowledge?
How long does download knowledge take? Is it
Instant
an
action.
action? Yeah. So if you wanna, they've been getting zapped periodically. They don't look like like if like an electric, this looks more of a nuisance than a death by electrocution. So if you want to take the time, you can.
Yeah, I'll roll down on
So you can add one to your extra roll.
weaponry and
Uh, as you're trying to avoid hitting the firefighter, you kind of like you hit it the wrong angle and the axe kind of goes flat, so you don't get any purchase on it.
Alright.
And the firefighters now look scared of you.
The lives aren't in immediate danger. Uh, I'm gonna take the axe and I'm gonna head back to the others.
Okay. Were you going downstairs or down the elevator or someplace else?
I think down the stairs.
Are you all going down the stairs?
Yeah, I'll stick with him for now.
No one wanted to get in the elevator?
No. I saw the movie The Devil. I'm good, thank you.
So pretty much you can move over to number 20, 21. That looks like that is the stairs coming down. You can hear a lot of electricity snapping down here. Um, you get to the bottom of the stairs where it says emergency exit. Says you can see these wires kind of like coming out of this area and like merging, like burrowed into the wall. Um, they seem to have like an electrical current like running across them. Uh, you can see past that. You see 16. You see this giant like group of wires, circuit boards, like computers, um, this sphere of electrical current just getting zapped. Kind of like if you went to a science fair and you saw those big things but it's not glass. It's just a sphere of electricity which is zapping off of it, and then you'll see like the current going through the wires, and the hum has gotten louder. Oz, you hear um, it's howdy doody time. You're listening to a television broadcast of Howdy Doody.
Fuck.
And then it cuts over to like Ren and Stimpy. Joy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, happy.
Xavier? Why am I hearing like cartoons and like old fashioned TV shows?
I I'm not sure. Could just be some garbage data that they're pulling in with everything else.
Okay. Okay. I hope. Oh, yeah, okay.
And then you hear an advertisement for Super Bowl 100. The Seahawks versus the 49ers.
Super Bowl 100. What the fuck? I'm not. I'm not gonna get Paradox listening to this, am I?
All right. How do we destroy this?
As you guys are looking at this, can everyone roll a perception, but at -2 with all the and going on? Zap, zap, zaps.
Um. Uh.
Do you have access to roll 20?
I was just thinking that.
Or you could roll in Discord.
Well, I don't know what my stats are. I know I have a 3. If it's wits composure, then that's 6.
7 dice. 4
7.
for
Okay.
composure and 3 for wits.
And this was a D10 system.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And D10. I get to reroll. I get to roll one more. I get to roll one more. I get to roll one more. Is that just an exclamation? Bruh. Okay, finally.
So it was at
That's
-2, but that was because it's easy to roll with this. So the 7 and 2 actually get dropped, but you still got an exceptional. And then what did the other two get?
I'm 0.
I can't see mine. It's DM roll.
You got 1. Uh, Xavier with the 1. You hear mumble uh, voices. Oz with an exceptional. You hear 2 people talking about an experiment and how it's going right on schedule, and uh, it's time to go to phase 3.
I'll relay that to Xavier because I assume he'll know more than I will about this.
Well, if this is infrastructure, those are either angels or stigmata or something. Human servants. Not sure.
Interesting.
Finn,
Yes, sir. Sorry.
as you are sitting here and you are watching, you see um, one of those little guys goes over to a computer that's on the side, and he jumps in the computer, and uh, the uh, tower sprouts to like uh, wire arms and 2 wire legs, and the monitor like gets slid over and is now its head as it starts walking around, and it's trying to like plug in more wires.
Fuck is going on? Okay.
Does your rot magic work on metal?
Kinda, yeah. Give me a second to
Yeah.
look
So I
up
was.
that particular. Hold on. I know I just had. There's the book. So death. I am looking for decay. Decay degrades material object, causing it to age. In a matter of moments, the object's durability is lowered by 1 for each potency of the spell's casting. I can, for +1 reach, I can decrease the structure of the object for each potency.
So pretty much what he would be able to do is weaken whatever it is, so make it easier for it to get destroyed.
Unless I roll really, really, really good, in which case my potency could destroy it. Technically. But I'd have to roll really good. Well, actually, I'd have to have a high potency because, let's see, my death is 4 now? Or 3? Hold
In the game, it says 2.
on. I forgot to update that then because it should be 1 more level than that. Because I had to it's 3. Because Quicken Corpses is a 3rd level road. I had to have at least 3 to use it.
Okay.
So it'd be 3 plus 3 because my Gnosis is now 3. And I believe Decay is one of my roads. These I
Changed your
do have
death
written
to
down.
3.
Yes, please. Is Decay not one of mine? I think it is. I think I changed out one of these for one.
I see decay.
Okay. So Decay has a road. That means I'll get the automatic 4. I mean, to affect a structure this large, I'd have to cast this at a significantly high reach. But it can be done, yes.
Large building.
4 reach. So how big is this machine, would you say, Grim? Would you say it's the equivalent of a large room?
Yes.
Okay, so that would be. Hold on. Since I don't have the game up, I'm gonna have to math this out real fast.
You have
So
yours, right?
I don't have it up. Hold on. You're right.
I
Let
didn't
me.
know if that would help.
Yeah, it would. I just need to adjust Oz to match, which is just a 1 Gnosis and 1 Arcanum. And I know I had like 6 mana left. Give me a second. Testing grounds. Yeah, it would certainly help at least calculate this. Anubis. Gnosis is now 3. Death is now 3. Okay, so I should have Decay already in here. I don't be able to use. One, this is the part that always fucks me up because now that my Gnosis has changed, I got some benefits. Gnosis 3, I can use 3 Yantras, but do I have 3 Yantras to use? Do you think I have time to concentrate on this? Or are we going to need this instant?
Well, how long do you think you've been in the 17-minute time loop?
Fortunately, I don't know. It's not one of my houses or one of my arcanums. So while I may understand that time and time arcanum exist, I don't really have a probably a grasp. So I mean, I could try to make maybe a perception of some sort to see if I can
Well, if you don't
tell.
make it an instant, it's a 30-minute cast, right?
At my gnosis, I believe it's still an hour. 30 minutes 5.
So if it's a 17-minute time loop,
Yes, you're right. You're right. I can't cast fast enough. I'd have to have Gnosis 7 to even cast fast enough. Okay, so that means I have to waste 1 reach of my.
The sarcasm was just dripping that whole time. I was just smiling, just like he'll get this whole 17 and how long it's going to take him to cast this spell here shortly.
Xavier is damn lucky he left when he did, because like 3 days later when you guys didn't hear from him, you would have been like, hey, maybe we gotta go check out that place.
Hmm.
Yeah, it would have been a lot worse. Hang on, I'm trying to find the section on Yantras because I can't remember what the funky thing about high speech is. Concentration.
Oh, map loaded.
Finally, good. I just took a shot in
I'm
the
still.
dark and set it up. So
Hey, the game loaded.
really,
Whatever you did made it load the game. What was the rule on high speech?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I have to reset my shit like sometimes like 3 times during the session. People are like, hey, my stuff just vanished. Oh, okay, about to shut that down.
Okay,
Oop, yep, there it is.
that's what it
Oh,
was. You
nice.
can't use it reflexively. And if
There
you're
it is.
gonna instant cast, it's technically reflexive.
Hey, just like you said, all this covered up.
Okay, so let me now do this from your game because I have all my stuff correct there. Probably before you close the game down, just say export Oz so that I can just import them into mine. Keep my own copy updated. Okay, so we are casting Decay. Let's see. There's a root. I get.
You see this guy next to you guys?
CS.
Oh, that's the little guy that got inside the computer.
So, I have 7. Yeah,
He's
it
not
was,
right there, but I just pulled him over here. He's way
yeah,
over here.
So one. All right, so one reach is being expended to keep it as casting time is instant. One is being used to add the reach to just to attack structure rather than health.
Okay.
We have to do. That and I need to get my hands on more yantras that I can use reflexively. You know what? I will burn a willpower on this if you're okay with that.
Yeah. That's what willpower is there for. Using.
That's 3 dice, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I had to figure out how to eventually recover my willpower because I'm down to like 4. Also, question: would I have been fully healed by this point? Because I got hurt like 3 or 4 sessions ago that I don't think I've ever actually just healed.
Yeah. What do you got? You got 1 lethal and 1 bashing.
Yes.
You heal. I think it's 2 lethal. I have 1 lethal every 2 days.
Okay, so in this session alone has been 3-4 days. So
Yeah.
there we go. Okay, so larger scale, casting time. Oh, I'm gonna have to burn 1 more reach.
1
To
bashing
make.
every 15 minutes. 1 lethal every 2 days. 1 aggravated every week. Or you just go to Xavier and say, "Help."
2.
That man is crazy. Sorry, demon.
How's it coming up with that? So it's 3, 6, 7 for my yantra, 10 total with my dice, and then I lose 4 for scale, upping the scale. So that should be 7. I don't think it's taking my. Hang on, Does this change it? No, it doesn't. Okay, well. It's close enough. And there was no paradox to this, by the way. I was successful. Kind of annoying it didn't give you the description of the spell, though.
Well, it says the mage can decrease the object structure for 1 point for each
Yeah.
potency.
Yeah, but it's also important to note the original text says the mage degrades a material object, so if it's not considered a material object, then this wouldn't count. But yeah, I'm attacking the structure rather than its durability. So it loses, if it can, it loses 3 structure. Or decreases its structure by 3, whatever.
And you reduced it by 3?
Correct.
Because a ability's structure is its durability and its size.
That sounds
So
right.
you know you have taken a good chunk of structure out of this thing, and it looked unstable before, and it looks more unstable.
I just look at Xavier. Was that what you wanted?
That should work. I'm going to use download knowledge again to try and up weapon. Wow. I think I can only do it like once in a scene.
Is that the caveat for download knowledge?
Let me see. I think I'll fit the description in. Damn it. Oh no, it's just one use at a time. And my old one wore off, so
Oh, so you download and it's only good for one roll.
yeah.
That's good to know.
I should ask this. It doesn't really matter now because I succeeded, but is this considered a verge?
That's a verge.
Basically, where the supernatural touches the fallen world. So, like, where they call it superneo, where the superneo realm bleeds into our realm.
Would you be able to tell that?
I would have felt it as I was casting the spell. That's the only reason I asked. It doesn't matter now, but
Yes.
when you're casting in a verge, you get +2 bonus dice because magic's like basically think of it as magic is easier to access here.
I will remember that. So you're downloading that because this was an instant for your thing, right, Oz?
Yeah, so I would say we're probably doing it at the same
Yeah.
time, or maybe a little bit after.
Finn, was there anything that you wanted to do at that? Because I don't want to jump ahead and have Xavier do what he wanted to do after he downloads. If you was something you wanted to do also.
I was kind of sitting back watching what they're doing, because I already actually have an active spell, which kind of makes the rest of my job kind of hard.
That's fair. I just want to make sure that you got to do what you want if you want to do something.
Yeah, no, you're good for now.
And that is why I bumped my gnosis up.
Yeah, I gotta think about that one too.
Xavier downloads his knowledge of
Weaponry.
an axe.
Yep.
On my ox.
What did I get? I can't see my roll.
4. Sorry.
Nice.
So
Weaponry and strength.
yes, are you charging in there to hit this structure?
Yeah.
What is your defense as you run into this room?
Defense is 4.
As you go running in there, like this electrical current, like this wire, tries to reach out and zap you. Uh, so you run in there. As you're running in, you can see over to the side. You see this kind of like perfectly normal looking person, and then this crazy man in a science robe. Uh, and you may roll. Your dice pool -2. Sorry.
Oh, -2. Should I roll again or just drop the last 2
I just
rolls?
dropped the last 2. So you still got 1. Uh, shit. You add 4 for the fireman's axe because it's nasty. So that's 5. So as you come running in here and you cleave um, this axe straight into this electronic thing, uh, this kind of like mini shockwave happens as this place is goes dim for a minute. And then I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative.
Those are always the words you want to hear your DM say. Initiative. Which one is that one? Really? There's not a button for just initiative?
Yeah, it's under derived traits on the right-hand side.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome. So.
What did you guys get for initiatives?
I don't know.
A 2,
A 1.
I think. Oh, you know what? Would help if I actually rolled it in your foundry, wouldn't it?
Why did you guys both get ones? That doesn't work right. Yeah, that's not right. If you guys click on the initiative tracker and hit the dice roll there, because it's
It
supposed to
does
be a
1d10.
D10 plus your plus 2 stats. Because there's no way you guys should have got a 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then the initiative doesn't roll right. Right-clicked it the wrong way.
This guy will convince Doctor, they they're here to ruin your project, your lifetime work. Finn, here you go.
Hmm. Ooh. So where are the? Okay. Is how dangerous does it seem to if you try to walk across the floor?
You did see the wires try and zap Xavier when he went into the room. You guys had stopped kind of like where the electricity stopped, like zapping.
Okay, so
Pretty much, if you go in the room, I'm gonna ask you what your defense is.
yeah, I'm about to say. So what is the penalty for trying to cast a second spell if I'm only have
I
one?
believe it
It's
is
a
minus 1
extra
die.
reach.
Oh, extra reach.
No, it's extra reach. Yeah.
Oh, it cost me another reach. Okay.
So if you only have one reach to begin with, then it makes that really hard to cast that spell.
Yeah. Well, it's almost just to cast what I want. It's already gonna cost me way more reach than I want to spend anyway.
Good. That's what we want to hear.
What? Well, I want to cast control electricity,
Not a bad spell.
which I think would help a lot. Do, 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 but just to actually get it to be able to affect enough. Uh, Basically, it would incorporate 3 paradox. Credit for improving common or no, to mitigate paradox cost above the character's maximum. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna try to cast this spell, and I will try to mitigate my paradox. So,
Keep in mind, if you're already using mana, you only have a certain amount of mana you can cast per turn.
yeah, no, I actually didn't use any mana yet.
Good. Good.
And I think I can only use 1
Keywords.
mana per turn too. So, actually, I think yeah, 1 mana per turn. Right. Close. What was I doing? Forces and we're gonna roll the dices and we add 2. We're gonna spend a willpower. Okay. That'll be that. And that sucks. Did not work out so well. I don't like this game.
Yes,
Well,
ever
at
since
least it
I
wasn't like critical.
upgraded, it really doesn't like players.
I'm taking my spell book. I'm going home.
Well, I mean, at least it didn't critical fail.
Yeah, which is good, I guess. And
Also, did Grim roll the 3 paradox chances already?
For what?
Oh wait, you
oh,
sorry, you
I
meant
had, yeah. And, what's my movement? Is there a certain distance you can move? Defense, size, speed, 8. So what is movement 8? I can move 8 spaces.
It's 8 yards, so 24.
Okay.
Figure everything's 5 feet, so it's like 5.
Whatever. 8 yards is like, yeah, I guess, yeah. That'll kind of end my turn.
You'll see this. This little computer spirit comes over here and reaches into this orb, which is breaking. And pulls out this other creature. that is his turn. Xavier.
Uh, reflexive action. I'm going to take on demonic form.
How much of a demonic form?
Full demonic form.
In full demonic, do you sense angels or infrastructure?
I don't know. I know they would sense me.
As you take on full demonic, can you roll perception? So that's 3. Um, there was no eyes in that ball, this ball of electricity in front of you that you just broke, but you can sense 2 eyes looking at you. You can sense whatever this creature just pulled out looking straight at you, and this little dude over here waving his little Lego hand looking directly at you.
I believe I need to make a cover roll for. Oh wait, I'd have more dice for that. How many dice did that roll?
That rolled 8 dice.
Why is it rolling 8?
It rolled wits and manipulation +1. There said compromise wits manipulation +1.
Okay. Did I succeed?
You have 2 successes, sir.
Great. I'm going to target this guy.
He just got pulled out of the orb. He's just a baby angel.
I'm going to use my rivet gun arm to take a shot at him.
Let's see. He does not have anything versus rivet arms. I guess that's a firearm, right?
Yes.
That was 1 success. How much damage is a rivet arm?
3 lethal.
So this guy pulls this little mini angel out of this hole, and you blast him and like kind of like put a hole through his chest and kind of like it separates up to his shoulder and it kind of like pulls apart for a second and comes back, but you know you severely messed this guy up.
Okay. That's for my turn.
So it's going to put its 2 hands together and it's going to form this ball of electricity and then it's gonna return fire at you. Does your dynamic form do anything against blasts?
I have defense of 5, armor of 5, and ballistic armor of 4.
So your armor will come into play, but your defense gets this bypasses defense. All right, this ignores ballistic armor, but uh, you have armor of 5,
Yes.
so that will still happen. So he puts his arms together and gets an exceptional success as he blasts you for 5. But
I will use.
your armor reduces that. You're going to use something?
How much does it reduce it by?
I'm pretty sure. That's the one thing I don't like about these books. Everything's jumbled around. General armor applies to all attacks. Each point of general armor reduces the total damage taken by 1 point, starting with the most severe type. So you reduce 5 because you said you have armor of 5.
Yep.
But you cannot reduce it. Even though you reduce it to 0, you're still going to take 1 bashing.
Okay.
So this exceptional success, everyone sees it like Xavier get blasted by his thing, and like he's like bruised. And then it is Oz's go.
What is Oz gonna do is the question. Not even Oz can answer that question. Hold on. So I am casting an innate or a improvised spell. The main one of this one is forces. It is level 2. Because I kind of need a way to fight back. Let's be real. Duration is the primary for this one. can only use my skull. Uh, try that prices around. Since I can spend 3 mana around, I am going to cast a improvised spell. It is an improvision of kinetic blow. I am upping the potency and making the duration last one scene/hour, and then one more to increase the cast time to instant, which would normally give me 2 paradox, but I'm going to spend an additional 2 mana on top of the one I have to spend because it's not one of my ruling houses to make it a single chance die roll. So if you'd like to roll that, Grim.
0. You may carry on.
Alrighty, I am casting my spell then. Or attempting to, I should say. Like I said, attempting to. Oh, it rolls the paradox as part of it. Did not know that. Well, I failed by the way. Okay, well then that is my turn that I wasted. I swear, this particular spell I need to learn the rote for, because every time I try to cast it in combat, it never works.
What spell were you casting?
Kinetic blow. The last time we had a combat, I tried to cast a spell and it did the same thing.
You will see the doctor rushes forward. He starts grabbing wires and plugging in. No, you fools! You're gonna ruin it all!
Well, he's not wrong about that.
He start plugging, and you can see it's trying to give a little bit of life to whatever his operation he's doing. He moves over to try and help the doctor. Finn.
I'm gonna activate. I'm gonna go like active mage site.
Okay.
Because that allows me to. I have forces and prime as my two things, so I can actually see like electricity and fire and all that stuff and see hazards. So probably it'll help me like move through this fucking area. Um, and I'm guessing we are against the whole fucking core machine fucking system here. And using that site, I'm just gonna see if I can just start fucking just like selectively pulling. I'm not just gonna randomly just start grabbing wires and pull. I want to like just truly be selective and be like, okay, only you have to pull this one, this one. Those aren't necessary. Those are for fucking the monitor or whatever. So I'm just trying to get rid of like power and disrupt this whole system while people are hacking away with axes and spells.
Okay. And you're gonna do a spell to do this first?
No, I'm just activating my mage site.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm going active mage site, so it's like and like my two whatever the ones are, like I said, are prime and forces. So I can actually kind of like see electricity and hazards and shit like that. So I figure that might assist me in just trying to fucking tear this thing to fucking pieces.
Then roll your gnosis and your forces. Jay, did you say something about in here? You when you do a spell, you get to add 2 to your dice.
Yes. If
Did
it
you
sorry,
add 2 to the
I,
dice on the spell you did?
hang on, let me expand. It's if it's space and something else. Hold on. I read down a little bit farther. On verges, if it is a verge, even anything that requires mind or space arcana can add 2 to the dice as bonus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I had to read farther. Reading the ability, explaining the ability.
Ooh, one.
As you are looking through this, um, you see like glyphs here and there, um, and it looks like this is some sort of ritual, and the power is coming from the orb. It doesn't look like um, it. Nothing is feeding. Nothing is physically feeding power to the orb. It looks like this guy did some sort of ritual in here, and
Hmm.
that's what's feeding it.
Well, I will definitely pass that information on, and and if there's anything that I can do on this turn to try to disrupt that, I will. But other than that, I'm good with all that as my turn. You bastard! You crazy bastard! What have you done here?
So where those white X's are, those are the ritual runes that you saw. And you know if you disturb those, that might help. But
Okay.
that would require an action to do.
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, as if that was my turn, that was good enough for me.
So this little computer guy runs at you, Xavier, in full Gundam mode, and puts both his arms out, and you take 1 bashing. Because he rolled 4 lethal. And then it is Xavier's turn.
You can attack this guy again.
Are you shooting this? The guy next to you is the computer guy. The other guy up there is the guy that you blew a hole into. Which one are you attacking? The same one?
Oh,
It will
I guess
be
the same one, yeah.
it'll be at a -2 because you're in melee with the computer dude.
Okay.
It only rolled 1 die.
Oh, I checked apply defense -4.
Yeah,
Should I not have?
yeah. Don't apply defense. If you have an option because firearms don't they go around defense. Unless you
Oh,
are a werewolf.
no.
Werewolves can still dodge. And still
Or vampire with celerity.
yes. Unfortunately, this little computer guy up there giving you a tickle burn disrupted you enough where you miss your target.
Okay, that's my turn.
Sorry, this guy. And because his little ally got in the way, he's yelling something at him in electric, and he fires and misses you. Oz, it's back to you again.
It worked so well the first time. I dare say I'm gonna have to do it a second time. Where's this? Level 2. Duration. On Yantra. Spend 1 mana. The potency. Duration. Casting time. Spend my final mana on 2. I got 1 paradox.
Oh, it rolls it first. Nice.
It does. That's built in as part of the roll.
Yeah, see, I didn't know last time because it came up at the same time.
Yeah, it's strange. So that gives you 1 reach. So you can either undo or apply a single reach from a common reach effect on page 326, except casting time, or you can impose a paradox condition on the caster.
what was your reaches you were doing?
My reaches are instant cast and changing the duration from 1 turn to 1 hour, basically.
And what page was this stuff on?
Apparently, 326 is where you can find the common reach effects. Or, I don't know. So 326 is the common reach conditions, which, if you just go to the appendix on, 326, it tells you all the common reach effects on the very first thing. So basically, you can either undo me changing the duration, changing the cast time, or you can apply a paradox condition. And that one, it doesn't say what that is. So I'll have to go find the section on paradox.
Paradox condition says you can only get it if you dramatic fail.
Well, I think that's
After a
technically
paradox
true, and
occurs.
well, paradox has occurred, but paradox condition. It's the third um scenario. I'm not containing the paradox.
Yeah, we'll give you a paradox condition, and that way all your spells are tainted by the abyss. That seems right for this place. So you may continue.
Let me put that on my character sheet real quick, so just in case next time we play, I don't forget. Paradox condition. Did that for now, and then you said I may continue casting my spell. 2 successes. Oh, I think never mind. We'll talk about that later. So basically, this just assuming nothing happens. This just envelops my fists with like a force field that gives me unarmed attack with 3 weapon potency, essentially.
Nice. Okay, 3 lethal weapons. Nice.
I think so. It's not exactly how it's described, but I think that's what they were intending it to mean. They just say it gives it a weapon bonus equal to 3, or equal to the potency, which I used as 3.
Yeah, that's what all in this version. All weapon bonuses are lethal.
Okay, got it. So my punches now do 3 lethal.
Because normally, like if it's not a weapon bonus, it's a bashing. So
Gotcha. And I can move. What did we say? 5 squares, essentially.
yeah.
And that'll do it.
Yeah, this guy's going away going like a mad scientist, plugging, moving. Finn.
Sure.
Another ritual sign appears over by him.
The fuck you just doing?
And then Finn, it is now your turn.
I figured, bam, and I'm gonna start doing my thing. Pooping and peeing or whatever it is I have to do.
Pretty much with your mace sight on, you can see right where it is, and you just take your action, and I will erase that X.
In my turn.
This guy figures he can't get you from the front. He's going to get you from the side there, Xavier. And he bashes you for 1 lethal, or in your case, 1 bashing. And when you are set, it is your turn, Xavier.
I take a shot.
Yes.
I'm changing targets to the one that's attacking me.
It'll still be -2 because he's in melee with you.
Right. Sorry.
One success for 4 lethal.
And that's my turn.
As you take half of his tower off. Oz. F.
Did I think you skipped one of the angels?
Thank you. Because people are in melee with it, everything it fires at you, Finn, and misses. Electrical blast. Now Oz, it's your turn.
Nice.
You provoke an attack of opportunity. Oh crap! We don't have that in this game.
I'm gonna go punch the guy and punch this guy right here.
All right. Xavier, when you were targeting something, you said it would it knows its defense or something.
What now?
When you attacked, it said, "Do you want to minus the defense?"
Oh, yeah, it was set up. If you're using a weapon, if you have a special, if you specifically set up a weapon, it will give you that.
Cool.
Apparently.
Did you set that up, Oz? You have a weapon.
Yes.
Cool.
Do you want me to apply defense?
Do you target this guy?
Yes.
Oh, what defense does it tell you?
-3.
Hey, yeah. Do it. Man,
I'll
I
assume
love a smart
I will
games.
assume I will assume it's working because I can't see my checkboxes. Ooh. 2 successes for 5 lethal.
As you run up, and what is your it's force? Like it's just like
I'm basically hardening the air around my hand to be.
so you don't even connect with him. Like
Yeah, exactly.
you're destroying this thing before your fist hits him. So as you come up to this mini angel, and your fist just goes straight through his chest, when you pull back, he is no longer there. Good punch. He goes, "Fools! You don't know what you're doing." He starts working there. This guy follows him. Ben. I have to turn the heat down, but I am listening, and it is your go, Finn.
Moving clockwise, stomping out the fire.
Who will win? Will the crazy scientist win, or will um, Dr. Malcolm win? Oh wait, oh, this little dude dancing around, dancing around. Then it takes a step back. Fires for 2 lethal or 1 bashing to Xavier. Finn, as you move around there and you just stomp that up, out of the next ritual, you see this guy crawling out of it.
Too far.
And then it is Xavier's turn. So if you shoot the new guy, you'll have a -2. If you shoot the guy that's behind you, you'll have no minuses.
Take a shot at him.
Uh, you wheel around at this crazy little fucking computer guy who just moved away from you, who's laughing, and then you just boom, and you like disintegrate like the computer shell, the monitor, and then the spirit's sitting there for a second, and then it just evaporates into electrical current.
Well, that's my turn.
Oz. Oops, sorry. Thank you for the guys that I got to get used to. You guys are on top of the ending turn.
I'm gonna punch the doctor guy if it's my turn.
Yeah. It, if it's working correctly, it should apply a 2 defense. Because it's almost like he doesn't have. Oh,
I missed.
well, that dodge is. The doctor is tricksy. But you disrupt him. He's not able to make his thing this round.
Good.
The spherical ball in the middle is gonna axe the demon to resolve and composure and your supernatural tolerance.
Uh, and my supernatural tolerance.
Your primum.
That's 1.
So roll all those. So it gets 4 successes versus your 1 success. So it is going to drain 1 willpower from you. And give you the spooked condition. As you feel it's draining your willpower. And hey,
Sir, you're really throwing a lot of information at me right now, Angel Man. You need to slow down.
So technically, it doesn't really do anything in this combat. It's helping Doctor. Finn, you technically don't have to be on the X to wipe the X, just so you know.
I figured I was just kind of making it, but there is a creature here. Yeah, I will ignore him, and
You can't really go across the center because that is a giant ball of lightning.
oh, you're right. That's a ball of lightning. My vision would have told me that. Um,
And something out of light just zapped your ally. But he was not on the plane you guys are on. Are you good?
yeah, I'm moving a little bit. Good.
This is very handy for you, there, Xavier, because you are drawing all the ire.
And it's exactly what I built my character to do.
Oh yeah, because you are what these guys are most annoyed with. 3 lethal, or in your case, 1 of the bashing. And then it comes to your turn.
This guy. The sphere is just, as far as I can tell, a ball of lightning, not like a metal sphere with lightning coming off of it.
Correct. It is just a sphere of electricity. There seems to be there in all actuality, there should be no reason this thing exists floating right where it is.
Right. Take a shot at remaining one.
We do the same thing. We'd get hit resolved with paradox, but no. You bastards just get to do whatever the fuck you want. And the universe is like, okay.
Oh no no no! Like he goes full thing, and the angels find him.
Oh no, I'm kidding. I was talking about the angels. That would be a common complaint that mages would have with angels is the fact that they can just ignore paradox.
Oh no, this is the God Machine's will. That was a good shot.
That doesn't change the fact that it's paradoxical. It just means that he doesn't care.
Anything else after you blow a new hole in your new bad guy?
I know. That's it. I'll end my turn.
It was a nice 6 lethal. Oz! You gonna spend a willpower? Also, you should be getting a willpower back every day anyways, because you are technically human.
Well, then I'd be at 6 rather than 4.
That's fine.
Then I'll burn 1. Probably do defense. That is 2 successes for 5 lethal against the doctor.
quick question for you, Grim. All that experience you've been giving us, is that actually experience points or are those beats?
Each
For the
experience
purposes of
point will be
tracking, this
5
is
beats.
What was
Yeah.
that? Well, I understand that, but when you give us experience at the end of at each of our sessions, was those actual experience points or was that beats that you were giving us? Is what I was asking.
Yes. You're answering your own question.
So they were. Well, I'm just saying, but they were beats. But then
All experience points are beats.
Okay, but I thought he was
So
5 beats for 1 experience point.
correct.
It
So
is.
like when I say like
Okay.
5.2, that's 5 XP, two beats. So
So
you're
27 net beats.
So that's what. See, now that's what I was trying. That's what I was getting at.
The system doesn't allow us to put XP in Grim, it only allows us to put in beats. That's why he's asking.
Yeah, I was like, because I realized now, I should have
I can
instead
change
of
that over because we've been in this new
no,
system. So
it's perfectly fine doing it that way. I just have to know. I just realized that I have way less experience points than I should. Is my issue. So that's where I'm at. And it's fine. I'm working on it right now. My character will be way more powerful when we meet again.
okay, and it is after the time. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to end this at the top of the round. Round 6. Thank you. I I'm glad everyone was in for the fight.
We figured it out.
Thanks
If
for
all else
watching,
fails, I
everyone.
would have just used my
Epitaph
foundry to
Recreational
roll it,
streams
and
are
then
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday,
it's not
Wednesday's
like you can't go
D&D. The
look
end
at
of
my
the month,
foundry if you don't
Wednesday,
trust me, but I'm
is
sure
a
you
world
trust
of
me.
darkness. Oh yeah, I went into your foundry just so that, it would make it easier.